Here's a picture of that. Here's another view of that picture in that barn. Here's some of the pieces were right here of what recovered out of that barn. Currently right here was another view of those pieces, and was trying to organize the parts and bits that came out of those wings. Actually, we stored 9 of those wings, but here's some of the epoxy glue that we used to re-glue it. There's a pile of the parts right there. Here's another pile and various stages of repairs. Then here's some pieces that I had used off of some of the wings. More of the ribs going back together and getting cleaned up. There's some more of the pieces right there. Maybe one right here that's repaired and in various stages. Here we were clamping them up and repairing some more. This was just a process. More of the original piece. So, been playing with sticks, and there they are. That's actually the ribs off of the salvage wings. There's all that, which I mentioned this before in another video. All that was left of them. There's some, I think it's 10 maybe, I don't know. There's the rest of the lower wings. Hardware, it's right there. Each box is representative of one lower wing hardware. There's some more of the sticks. Anyway, show you, let me take you back over here. I got some of it laid out. Made a nose. That's the rear of the spar. This will be the nose right there, and then make the connectors, and that's what this extra one here is for. That's what I got in the jig right there, following an original curve. Right there, there's a couple more nose caps of original wood. Here's the tail piece that's going to go on the back of it. This might be better representation of some of the patching that's going on with the nose on it, and then the cap strip. So there'll be a strip. That's what that one's in there for, is making this. And then once I get to there, get it glued into there, then I can just bend it down and splice it in the back right here, which is the scarf joint. And let me see if I can find one right here. So you can see where the wood is cut. So it matters, this distance of the actual splice matters, and it matters where it's at from the edge. That needs to be glued back together. But these are just wall hangers. And I was messing around with some of the finishes. So it's stripped. And there's varnish on the left. The middle one's stripped, and then I was thinking about staining it, but I think I'm just going to go with the varnish and give it that old-timey look. Here's one that's completed, the wingtip. And anyway. Hey everybody, welcome back. Aviator in Illinois, and we're back on these wooden ribs. So they're right there, and I'll show you what I got in mind going on there. So thanks for coming back. Let me turn this around, and we'll see what we can get into here. So there's why I was going to all the trouble. There's the stack of them down there, what's left of them, and they're not really spaced equal distance. So let me show you how I'm going to try to rectify that. So let's see. I'm going to take off. I do like the spacing. Let's see if I can do this, of these two. And it's on a stairwell. So what I'm going to do, I do like this spacing. So these two got a little Wampy campus that's by myself. So I'm going to do some measuring and leveling, and hence the level. Measuring straight device and a piece of a homemade plumb bob down here with a nut and a string. And I do like the placement of them, so I've been giving a little thought to this of where they're at and where that leading edge, ooh, that's kind of hard to do, falls down to there. So Let me see. I'll show you what I'm going to try to do. I'm trying to do this one-handed, and so I got 2 nails that are holding them up right there and then down on the front of it. And if we look, I know I'm bouncing around all over the place. If there is a nail, let me go slower, and there's a nail. There's the reading on the level. Ooh, got a bit. So if I raise it up, I need to go take that nail up about that much, mark it, and try not to put too many holes in the wall here. And then we'll go from there. So be right back with you. Okay, so here's what I got going on. Ooh, got an echo going on too. So I have the same angle as all of them as up through here, stair-stepped. But it doesn't follow the angle of the steps and the handrail. And let me take you upstairs, turn this light out, and take you upstairs without falling. We'll have to get the missus' opinion on this. And then we will, well, we're headed in a direction. I won't say the right direction, but we're headed into a direction. So we have a staircase above us on a different angle than the steps and the handrail. I like this distance right here. So if I measure, ooh, out of breath climbing the steps. Right here, get a piece of tape going, and that should tell me, give me that same angle. And then I don't know what's gonna happen up here. But yeah, that's not right. So, to be continued. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the last one for the ribs. Had 4 left over after the installation, where we decided that we meet the missus, that's the we. Actually, it was just her decision if she liked them or not. This is in a spare, so I had 4 left over. That's that. They're done, so if we find some more spaces, maybe above a door or out in a hanger, I'll put those in and that'll be that. So let me show you the other space that we put them in, and this will be the last one of this video series, and I am so glad to be done with these. Hey guys, welcome back, and this is it. This is the last of the, as promised, this is the last of the last. So anyway, so spaced those out where they would look like something a little, not amateur hour. And that's why I went to so much trouble with them. So that's it. That's the look that we were hoping to go for. We'll take you upstairs and then give you one last look and go down, and then we'll move on to the next video. Be right back. With the dimensions of the stairwell, had to mount these 2 vertically, and then we just started staggering them down there. But that's what we had to work with on our stairwell. So there they are. That's our aviation art, and moving on to the next thing. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for coming back. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, or make a comment. See ya.